Hey guys, so today is just going to be a regular review, and the reason for that is I just didn't have a lot of time today to film anything really extra, so I just picked a comic that I could review, just kind of slam bam and get it out so that I could still post a video today. It's already like 10 o'clock, so it's definitely kind of getting late, but I still wanted to do one. I also didn't have time today to find the SD card adapter, so I'm still not using that epic camera that I got from Dreamer's Coma, but I am using the nifty little tripod thing, so thanks again for that, Dreamer's Coma. It's awesome. So this is Cosmic Ghost Rider #1, and the only reason I bought this, literally the only reason, is because my friend Billy, who also drew that awesome rendition of my Thunderbolt character, and he's just a great artist overall, he recommended it, and so I went ahead and picked it up. I was leery too because it just doesn't look like something that I would be into, but he strongly recommended it, and even though it was, $4 like every Marvel comic, I decided to go ahead and give it a try, and I'm glad that I did. I wanted to be able to read it and talk about it with him, because we usually don't read the same comics. He usually is more into the Marvel type stuff, and mainly more like Deadpool and Punisher and Ghost Rider and everything like that. And I'm more into the classic DC characters like Superman and Batman and the Teen Titans. So he's more into the grittier type of stuff, and I'm usually more into the more lighthearted but almost philosophical type of stuff, if that makes sense. I know that kind of makes me sound like a dweeb, but whatever. All right, so this comic was great, and it was a perfect first issue for this kind of unknown character. So, you go by your comic shop, you see this on the shelf, and you're like, huh, that looks interesting. And, you go to read it, you don't know anything about Cosmic Ghost Rider. Like, I had no idea what he was about. All I know is that he debuted in the Thanos series by Donny Cates, which was a really good series, I've heard. And everybody really liked him and everything, so that's all I knew. I had no idea who it was or what he was about or anything like that. And this issue was just so perfect for a first issue of a lesser-known character. So right off the bat, it just gives you a brief summary. Frank Castle was a decorated Marine and an upstanding citizen when his family was killed in a mob hit. From that day, he was a force of retribution until he died, and then returned as the Ghost Rider, Spirit of Vengeance, and then became Galactus's herald, and then became the black right hand of Thanos, Cosmic Ghost Rider, and then he died for real. So right there, I'm hooked. I want to know who this character is, want to see what's going on, and then, first 2 pages, it gives you everything you need to know about Frank Castle. He was a soldier, his family died, so right there you have who he was, the great tragedy, how it changed him, and what he did after that. He started a war on terror. Oh, by the way, I'm filming downstairs because my family's working on a project upstairs, so it would be even noisier than it is right now. I don't know if you guys heard that, but anyway, then apparently he died. He went to HE double hockey sticks, met the devil. Then he came back as the Spirit of Vengeance, Ghost Rider, which I kind of vaguely remember this. Again, I don't follow Marvel comics hardly at all, besides Avengers and Spider-Man. So yeah, I really didn't know anything about this, but it just told me everything I need to know in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very brief, it didn't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13 words. It told me all the backstory I need to enjoy this comic. That is how a comic book should be written. Right now, Jason Aaron is taking freaking forever on his Avengers run, which I'm planning on reviewing in the next day or two. Definitely this week. It's just taking forever to get anywhere. And it's like, okay, he could have done all of that like this, and it would be really cool. So anyway, okay, so I guess there's a couple more pages right here, but it's still very brief, and the art is super cool. Dylan Burnett was on art, and I think it's a he. I know a girl named Dylan, so, but I'm assuming it's a he. So anyway, he is a great artist. You know, really great action scenes, really draws you into the image. And then you get into the story, and you know basically what's happening. Okay, he's in Valhalla, which is like the Thor heaven, I guess. And he's going up against this other guy who's there. And this reminded me a lot of the scene from Batman Begins, where Batman is fighting that guy, and you know, he's like a really buff dude, and he's like, "You are in hell, and I am the devil." And Bruce just goes, "No, you're practice." That's the exact attitude Frank Castle has there. And I really like that art. You know, he's kind of like an older man. He's got this thin face, which I'm not used to Frank Castle having a thin face, but I mean, it works. Boom, 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 boom. So yeah. This guy, the guy he's fighting against, asks, that all you have, mortal? Who taught you to fight, eh? And Frank Castle just goes, Thanos, the devil, and the United States Marine Corps. That's such an awesome line. Oh man, if I ever get into a fight, and if I'm ever part of the U.S. Marine Corps, man, I'm so using that. Yep. And the United States Marine Corps. And he just whoops his butt. It's so epic. And again, this is a character that I really don't know much about. I haven't followed him at all. You know, like Superman, I've been invested in since I was a kid. Same kind of with Batman. Even Spider-Man I've loved since I was a kid. Well, really liked. I won't say love for Spider-Man, but really liked Spider-Man since I was a kid. Frank Castle, I didn't hear about him until, oh gosh, I was probably in middle school, maybe 5th grade, and I certainly didn't know anything about Punisher until a couple years ago when I watched the Daredevil TV show and then the Punisher TV show on Netflix, which are great shows, by the way. You should definitely watch them. But then Odin confronts him and is like, hey, why are you fighting here in heaven? You should be relaxing. And Castle's like, I can never relax, you know. This is my reward for doing good on Earth, I guess. But my family's still dead. That's no reward for me, you know. I'm not with my family, so I still want revenge. And so Odin realizes that he'll never be happy in Valhalla, and he's not going to force him to stay in Valhalla. And so there's a lot of in-your-face humor there, too. They're just saying that I am fond of, an old Midgard saying that I am fond of, I believe it is bleep you. And the horse you rode in on, an old cowboy saying right there. A lot of in-your-face humor in this, but I like it. It's funny. So yeah, this is the cosmic motorcycle, and Odin offers him the job of being the cosmic Ghost Rider, which I guess he was previously. I think that might be in the Thanos when he's introduced. So anyway, he gives him the Ghost Rider helmet, and Frank Castle asks, you know, am I going to keep my mind this time? And Odin says, no, not really. What is the power that's contained in that helmet is not fit for the mind of a mortal, not even you. And so Castle's like, you know what, never mind. And then Odin turns him into the cosmic Ghost Rider anyway. He's like, I wasn't offering you a choice there, dude. So a really kind of cool, little gruesome but cool transformation scene. And he gives him the helmet, puts it on, and the cosmic Ghost Rider spirit kind of takes over him, and he decides he wants to go to Titan to kill Thanos. He's like, everybody tried to stop him when he was an adult. Nobody ever tried to go back when he was a kid and, kill him then. And he's like, well, until now. And so he sneaks to Titan. I guess, he goes back in time because I think with this motorcycle, he can pretty much go anywhere and do anything, which is cool and scary at the same time. Man, I really like this costume too. He's got like the Punisher symbol, but it's like the Ghost Rider costume all mixed into one. I really dig that. So he cocks it, and he's getting ready to blow baby Thanos away. But he gets jumped by baby Thanos, who already like has the mind of, I think, maybe a 5-year-old or something. But yeah, he can already talk as a baby. He's like, "Where's my mother?" And so apparently Ghost Rider, or Cosmic Ghost Rider, has this stare, the pennant stare, and I guess it's some kind of train. Oh, no. What it does is, alright, so it makes you relive every single thing, all the pain and misery he had dished out on the universe right back into his evil soul. And he loved every minute of it. But man, he's still just a kid, and so Cosmic Ghost Rider is like, alright, dang it, you're innocent. He's just gonna knock him out. And he's like, well, I can't just leave him here and let him turn into a monster. So, there's only one way to find out what's gonna happen. I'm gonna take him with me. So he straps him on. He's got a little baby. He chains him up to himself and takes off into the universe. So that was just a really fun comic to read. I think issue 2 came out earlier this month. I am really behind on comics, by the way, on reviewing comics. I wanted to set up my room so I could film that 50th video, and in the meantime, the comics just kind of piled up. So I have quite a few from last month that I still need to review, which I will. But just so you guys know, I like I announced in the 50th video there were going to be changes. There will be, I promise, but for now, I'm still just having to stick with comic reviews until I can get more of an idea of what I want those other videos to be. I already have ideas, but I just need to like film it and have time to film it. Right now, I really just have time for these comic reviews. So that's what I'm going to keep doing, and I'm going to have fun with it, and I hope you guys will too. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed Cosmic Ghost Rider. I highly recommend it. If you want just a fun adventure and a fast-paced comic where you just are entertained the whole way through, this is definitely a good one for that. So thanks, Billy, for recommending this. If you guys have any comics you want to recommend or that you would like me to review, just please let me know. As seen by this one, I will most likely definitely do it. There's really no reason for me not to, unless, of course, there's like something in there that I strongly object to. I probably won't, but I mean, besides that, come on. I don't get very many requests. I'm going to do it. So anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.